What's up, nerds? So this video, I want to talk about two more people that I found out about. Again, they're in Hollywood, which is really almost unexplainable, but it is what it is. It's like none of these people are like living regular lives. They're all like doing something like that doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Anyway, this is about the fact that I identified Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, and I also identified who Jet Li is, and Krillin, maybe not so much. It has a lot to do with like this whole like fake body stuff. Like in order to understand what's happening here, you really have to know who people are and their level of participation in what's happening here. Guys like Robin Williams and guys like Heath Ledger, even Kurt Cobain. Like there's a lot of people that are dead now. Guys like Gary Busey. I know I didn't, I didn't talk about Gary Busey yet, but in order to understand about my videos, you have to believe that what you're being told is fake is actually real. So when somebody tells you, "Oh, we're alone here," they're probably a fake penis lizard telling you that. It's embarrassing, okay? Or a complete liar from somewhere else telling you that because they don't want you to know who they are because what they're doing is unacceptable. It's basically illegal. It's almost like time travel, right? Like if you're a time traveler, why would you why would you time travel to a time where time travel is known and there's laws against it because of how messed up things get because of what people do? You would travel to a time where time travel doesn't exist yet, and then lie about yourself the entire time and and because people don't know about time travel and that you're a time traveler, you'll get away with it. Then we see all these people that are like rock stars and Hollywood actors, and they're so famous, and well, now you know why, because they're here from somewhere else, even other, not necessarily like another planet, here from another time. It's complete crap, and it sucks. Okay, and there's a lot of time travel being talked about. So if there's time travel being talked about, how is that fake? Where'd it come from? If aliens are being talked about, where'd it come from? If lizards are being talked about, where'd it come from? If Harry Potter is being talked about, where'd it come from? Just the imagination? I don't think so. People's minds aren't that elaborate to just come up out of nothing, come up with nothing that have like no validity to it. See what I'm saying? So that vampires, all that other stuff, like, so they just don't want you knowing that what you're being told by them is real. They want you to believe it's fake, and they deserve all the recognition for depicting it. Meanwhile, it's real. So as soon as you pull your heads out of your asses, okay, so you pull your heads out of your butts and understand that it's real, you're gonna feel very deceived. I'm not lying to you. I never once lived my life saying, well, I never once lived my life, uh, after I did what I did, being like, oh, it's fake, but knowing it's real. I was in the same boat as the rest of everybody else. Oh, it's fiction's fiction, or whatever the case is, right? Because I didn't know about anything else. I solved Bitcoin, and so ever since I solved Bitcoin, I've been uncovering, and exposing the most grossest people you've ever heard of in your life. And what a coincidence! They all want you to think they're so amazing, and they're not. They all have these fans. They have so many followers on Facebook, they have so many followers on YouTube and or on Twitter, and they're just pieces of crap, guys. And they're using that to protect themselves because they don't want you to turn on them because they know they're gross pieces of shit. Okay, that's basically it. And watch my videos and be like, wow, that does make sense. You have way more than I do, and you're a complete loser. That's bullcrap. No wonder what's said about you is true, and it makes sense because you're not working at Five Guys, you're not working at Baskin Robbins, you're not working at Red Robins or Walmart or Fred Meyer's or Walgreens or whatever. What a coincidence! You're that much of a douche, and you're also somewhere where douches are known for being at Hollywood or even in politics, for example, and you are who you are, doing what you're doing what you've done. So it's not just the person. It's There's more to the story. It's like, oh, you're this person. Mm-mm. Yes, they are that person, but they're also doing other stuff that isn't depicted. Okay, yeah, they're that person, but that's not it. They're just that person. That's it. They're also doing other stuff, and there's more to the story. Okay, it's like me being Prince Vegeta. I'm not just Prince Vegeta. I have more going on that I haven't talked about yet. just like these other people. Not like an agenda or something like that, like to be against people, but like I have like my own personal things going on here that like apply to me, that make me who I am. These people are like who they are, and then like all like doing stuff together like pieces of shit. It's like really gross, okay? And they're all in Hollywood together. They're all super famous. They're all celebrities. They're all celebrities. They're all stars. And I went Super Saiyan. It's a joke, okay? You also need to understand something too. Because of me, it's not my fault, but because of how jealous people are of me, you could potentially be in a redo. Because what I'm living a redo of a life right now, being lied to by some pieces of crap that I'm going to deal with personally here very shortly, and they know who they are, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it at all. Period. They lied to you. They lied to you your entire life, and their existence has been exposed. End of story. So you don't have to worry about anything. But I'm telling you right now, you could potentially be, without knowing about it, be in another redo, be in a redo, and there's only two people that participate in a redo. Okay, people who get screwed over, and people who do the screwing over. That's it. So you might be getting screwed over, or you could be screwing people over, and I'm identifying you. This is a redo. Okay, so you could be having sex with somebody you're not supposed to be having sex with. A pervert could be sticking his penis in your vagina that shouldn't be sticking his penis in your vagina. This is the reason why Jeffrey Lynn Goldblum is in complete deep shit. He's in deep trouble. This is the reason why. This is not his planet. This is not his property. He's a foreigner. Period. He's an alien. And he's walking around like he's such a big deal. He's not even a Jew. He's not even Jewish. He's a Saiyan. It's ridiculous. And don't you ever forget it. I caught him. I'm going to deal with him. So anyway, with all that blabber out of the way, I get so many views on my YouTube videos because you guys all love hearing about the truth and not listening to a bunch of bullcrap, right? Let's go ahead and get into it because I find this pretty interesting. So I identified who Krillin is, and I also identified who the Monkey King is, who Wukong is. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. I didn't talk about Master Roshi, but Master Roshi really could be Chow Yun Fat. I'm just being honest, guys. Just work with me here, okay? Just what I mean. That's all there is to it. I'm more than you are. I'm not a jerk about it, but I am more than you, and I have more going on, and I have powers, and I know you don't, and that's a problem because if you don't have powers, you're not famous. Hollywood's not real. Celebrities are fake. They're liars. Like it's a thing, okay? I reached there first before you, before anybody else. That doesn't mean I'm the only person, but I'm here first. And I'm making sure that I'm here first for a reason. Because if you show up, I'll know whether or not you're a phony or not. You're not gonna like lie, you know what I mean? Okay, so anyway, without further ado, we're gonna move forward, and I'm gonna talk about the two people that I've identified. I've identified who Krillin is, and I've identified who the Monkey King Wukong is. Okay, and the reason why this is so important is because the Akira Toriyama, who's Yamoshi, basically based a lot of the Dragon Ball Z story, the plot behind the legend or the myth of Wukong. They refer to Goku as Son Goku, right? Well, they refer to Wukong as Son Wukong. They don't refer to me as Son Vegeta. I'm just known as Prince Vegeta. But they refer to Goku as Son Goku, and his character comes from Wukong. Okay, so that might be his ancestor, but he's not mine. And I'll tell you that right now. I have no connection to Wukong at all whatsoever. I don't give a shit. I don't. Period. I'm not Chinese. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get through this because it's gonna be a short video. It shouldn't be too long. Thank you for being here. All right. So first up is Jason Statham. He's a pretty famous actor. I mean, there's not anybody really who doesn't know who Jason Statham is, and he's very known for his martial arts. He's a practitioner of Chinese martial arts, kickboxing, karate, all that other stuff, right? Kung fu. He's a very avid martial artist, and he's in like the majority of his movies is about him and his martial arts expertise in his movies. Jason Statham is actually Krillin. from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I get it. Krillin's short. I understand that. But once you understand that people are in fake bodies, people are fake. Excuse me. People are fake. Once you understand that people aren't who they are, or they're faking who they are, or whatever the case is, you're like, yeah, I get it. And that's all I got to say. Okay. So Jason Statham is Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Next up is Jet Li, also very famous for his like he only makes like martial art movies. I mean, and that's it. I mean, that's all he does. Okay, he's very good at it. Jet Li is the Monkey King, and the Monkey King is Sun Wukong, and he's a myth in Chinese and he's a in Chinese legend for being a monkey who's a king. I mean, there's the whole lore behind him. I didn't look into it because I'm not gonna like elaborate on it. I'm just explaining to you who Jet Li is. Okay, he's this guy. That's really who he is. That's really what he looks like. Okay, so that's who Jet Li is, and that's basically it right here. This guy, you know, for like Wukong the game or Wukong from League of Legends or whatever. That's who this character is. That's who he is. That's who Jet Li is. That's what he really looks like. This is not what he looks like, guys. That's really what he looks like. This is not what he looks like. This is not what Jason Statham looks like. This is what Jason Statham looks like. Okay? So, are you being lied to? Yes. Are some lies more than others? Yes. Are they more impactful than others? Yes. But are you still being lied to nonetheless? Yes. Okay? So, that's it. That's the video. We'll go to 15 minutes. That's it. End of story. That's who they are. And there's nothing. That's it. That's it. Okay. So good luck. Uh, I don't. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm not going to say what your powers are. I'm not going to say who you are. I mean, I might have an idea of what you should be doing based off of who's real. I mean, if you have powers, do you really want to be against Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy and all these other dorky characters? Or do you want to be against vampires and demons and fake penis lizards and other people who don't want you to know they're real? If you had powers, would you really want to be against anybody else? Jinns, you know? Things like, fallen angels. Like, would you really want to use your powers and be a dumbass and be against somebody they told you to be against, so that way you're not against them? Get it together, because I'm the only person doing this, and I've done a pretty good job so far being the only person doing this. I've earned the right to be on my own. I only operate solo. I only do solo missions. That's it. I am on my own. There's not going to be a single penis or a single vagina following me after this at all. Period. I'm on my own. And that's all there is to it. I cracked Bitcoin. I went Super Saiyan. I used the Force. I used the Force, like right in front of me. I punched out three rockets right in front of me. And then later on, not immediately because there's a lot of jealousy, later on I'm eventually going to obtain Byakugan, which is from Naruto. And I've already talked about Macaulay Culkin being Naruto. And what's her name? Dang it. Oh, come on. What's that big boob model's name? Oh man. Dang it. I forgot her name. Kate Upton is Tsunade. And, it just looks weird, right? So anyway, that's that. Later on, I'm going to get Byakugan, and I'm pretty much going to stop there because that's enough for powers. Now, with powers being real, what makes you think that like relics or items isn't real? I mean, who's this? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know that? How do you know that Din's fire from Zelda isn't real? How do you know that things aren't real? Okay, that's what I'm getting at, everybody. It's like, oh wow, crap, you're right. Or the lens of truth. Or how do you know predators aren't real? Like, you see what I'm saying, everybody? Like, don't let these people who know something you don't literally lord over you with the most stupidest knowledge ever. It's so stupid. And it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so predators are real, so I guess so is their invisibility. Duh. What about their thermal vision? Duh. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I haven't made a video based on myself yet. I have a lot going on, but I don't really have an endeavor against you. I have an endeavor against them because they're pieces of shit. Okay, and they're using it to convince themselves they deserve lots of money and you don't. And we all know guys like Jeff Goldblum should be working at Pizza Hut, in my opinion. I don't know why you're in Hollywood. All you do is kiss lizards' asses. You're a total loser. And that's all there is to it. I'll defame you all I want. You want to stand there and call yourself my father? I don't think so. You're a loser. And that's all there is to it, Jeffrey Lynn Goldblum. I don't care. So that's that. And there's a narrative here. There's an initiative. There's an endeavor here to not tell you the truth and be rude to human beings for it. Like, oh, you don't know anything. It's like, dude, what do you mean they don't know anything? This whole place has been one gigantic lie from the beginning. Like, give me a break. You didn't do a dang thing. You didn't do a damn thing. People are oppressed here. You're sticking your fake penises in girls' vaginas. You're walking around like you're not a coward. You're walking around like you're not real. Shut up. And that's why I have a real beef with vampires. I didn't talk about me being a Sith Lord or Dread Lords, or I didn't talk about me yet. I didn't make a video at all about me. But it's coming to an end. I mean, I might have brought it up, but I didn't explain like how it applies. Everything I've talked about myself to myself, just like how I talk to myself about these people first and then look into it. That's kind of how I. That's how I prove. That's how I prove what I have to say is right, and that's it. I'm not just talking out of my ass. This is a big deal. Okay, so I'm trying not to cuss too much because it's unattractive and it's a turn off. You know, unless you're in. You know, unless you know who I am and you're into swearing and cussing, because I can cuss. I can say that I can drop f bombs all day long. It's just the way it is. Plus my military background. But I know a lot of people's ears are sensitive to that. But yet you want to go get screwed by a fake lizard dick. I mean, you're like dumb. Okay, you're dumb. Okay, like you want to hear the truth, but you want to go have sex with a complete coward, loser, you want a liar. Like you're a dumbass. So nobody cares about you. Like this whole like la 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 shit. Okay, go have sex with a fake penis. That penis belongs to a little penis lizard, a little penis loser. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm talking about lizards. Okay, I really am talking about lizards, and you know I can make videos based off all this stuff, guys. It's not a joke. They're right here, right now, in front of you, right now, in pornography, having sex with women with fake penises, being little dick lizards, little penis lizards. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I said okay, so 20 minutes. Sorry, my video. I don't give crap. It's like you're watching it anyway. There's only like a few people watching it. So that's that. And that's all there is to it. People are being lied to, and you're most likely in a redo. And it's not my fault. I found out people are jealous of me and that we're in a redo. And that could potentially mean that other people are in a redo too. Now, it could apply like you're living a lie of a life, or you're having sex with somebody who's a complete liar, sticking their dick in you, or vice versa, whatever the case is, because we know how gross they already got fake dicks, they already got fake penises. Why not be a complete slimy loser being supported by a complete coward like Jeff Goldblum, who's a saint who can't go super, involving himself with blondes for like no reason. I've explained that. So you might want to worry about what somebody has done to your life, and it's not my fault. I found out I'm in a redo, and I'm letting you know because I found out I'm in a redo that you might be in a redo too. And you want to call me a liar? Go watch Devil's Advocate with Charlize Theron and Keanu Reeves, two complete liars about themselves. Go ahead, go watch The Devil's Advocate and watch it all the way to the end. And then what happens? A fucking redo. Okay, sorry, no cussing, but a redo, and that's it. Kind of bullshit. Uh, you might be in a redo, and that's all I got to say. So that's the video. Jason Statham is Krillin, and Jet Li is Wukong, and that applies to Dragon Ball Z because Krillin is Dragon Ball Z, and Wukong, Dragon Ball Z derived a lot of lineage, a lot of Saiyan lore from Wukong. Now, can he go super? I don't know. Maybe somewhere he has powers like transform or like go from brown fur to blonde fur. I don't know. Nor do I care. He's not my ancestor. My ancestor is Yamoshi. That's it. Maybe Goku's ancestor is Wukong. Good for you. Don't really care. From here on out, I'm solo, and that's it. Nobody's gonna follow me after this because if it's not just me, someone's gonna bite the dust. Someone's going in the dirt. Okay. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.